all kind of been sold the American dream. You know what I'm saying? And then you wake up and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah. That's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on there. Doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you get silly. So like, you know, when we got something going that we perceive as good, and then something stops it, and we think, well, damn, it's the end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, why is this always happening to me? Right? So then a lot of us quit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we don't keep going because we thought that as long as we kept at our thing and it was going good, that everything was good. And we think that if something stops it or intervenes or causes this major disruption in that thing that we are in our baby, that you just throw the baby away because maybe I wasn't built for this, or this is not working out for me, right? Same thing with relationships, right? Yeah. We get into these relationships, everything's going good, and then soon, boom, you got some blockage there, right? And you're like, this not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like this. This not working. And then you might not throw the relationship away, but a lot of people throw away the intention. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or the excitement that they once had about it. And then they start to divert their attention elsewhere. Oh, right? Man. They throw away the opportunity. To expand. To grow. Because that's all those blockages are for. Yeah. Right? Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what all blockages are for. They're not even blockages. Right. We perceive them as blockages. Right. They're opportunities. Yeah. They're opportunities of growth. The paradox. Couldn't be more deserving. You got me cloud surfing. Cloud surfing. Cloud surfing. You got me. Welcome back. Hey, y'all. To LoveHers 808. What's good? How y'all feeling? How y'all living? Yes, on this holiday weekend. What y'all doing? What we doing? Living. Living life, you know. Celebrating. Oh, nothing in particular, you know. Yeah. Just being and becoming. Being and becoming. Reading books and stuff. Being nothing and everything all at the same time. Everything all at once. All at once sounds better. I love all at once. All at once. There is no such thing as time. Right. I like that. Yes, but everything, everywhere, all at once. Everything, everywhere, all at once. The movie? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, sounds about right. I don't know. If y'all haven't seen that movie, go see that movie, man. That joint is dope. It is dope. It's like I don't know. It's like The Matrix, but way more expensive. The Asian version of The Matrix. I think that's the way we described it. Yeah, previously. But welcome. Thanks for joining us. We were a little late today because we had a conflict. A conflict of time. And other things. So here we are. You know, real life. Good afternoon. Good evening and good night. No. So how you feeling? I feel good. Good. Yeah, I feel good. Good. You look good. How about you? I look good? Yeah. I look good? Yeah, you do. I feel like I look a little greasy, but... That's your glow. That's your glow. Come on. Well, you look gorgeous. Perspective. You look gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, this whole thing. This old soul. It still blows. Be 1 billion years old. Ain't we all? A billion years old and more?
14 billion. 14 billion and counting.
14 billion years old. That's how old I am.
To be exact. You are 14 billion. Yeah. We're 14 billion years old.
And by you, I mean me.
Yeah.
And by me, I mean you.
I mean you.
And by me and you, I mean we.
I. And we.
And by we, me, you, I mean I.
I mean I. And what we really mean is the universe.
No. We just seem like we on something right now, but we're not. I promise you.
We're not.
This is regular tea.
Raspberry hibiscus, right? Is it
Wildberry
hibiscus.
Wildberry hibiscus tea.
Tea, so
Have
good.
some.
So, it really is tantalizing.
It is pretty good. I thought you was gonna put the honey in it, but it don't really even need it.
No, you're not having honey, right? Because you're fasting. Baby's fasting. Cleansing. Why is it cleansing? I'm fasting.
Cleanse fast. Same thing.
Fast. Okay.
Well, I'm fasting.
Yeah.
And I'm cleansing.
Yeah. You're fasting.
I'm fasting from certain foods.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm eating. If you guys are interested in my journey,
tell it.
I am pretty much doing a plant-based, whole foods fast and cleanse, right? Because I'm gearing up to do a cellular cleanse, but at first I wanted to flush my body of some of the things that I had been eating because I was going wild for a second.
We were showing off.
little while. So let me slow this down. You know, it's feeling the difference in my energy and all. Just eating everything.
That's awareness, though.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. It's the ebb and the flow of humanity.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I felt like I needed to cleanse my body and fast and, you know.
Yeah, that's intuitive eating.
Yeah, exactly. I want to do more intuitive eating than what I had been doing in the past, where you just do the program of breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Run through that whole gamut.
Yeah, and that's not
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. Intuitively, you don't. I'm gonna speak for myself.
Yeah,
intuitively, I really wasn't even hungry.
You
just eat because you think.
You're supposed to.
That's what I'm supposed to eat.
Yeah.
Supposed to eat breakfast, supposed to eat lunch, supposed to eat dinner.
Time to eat both.
Supposed to have snacks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Time to eat both.
Right.
And you get in the program of just...
When the body becomes the mind, right?
Exactly. So, I'm taking back.
Take your body back.
Taking my body back. It's starting fresh.
You're doing a really great job because I've not made it easy for baby. Usually when we fast together, which is always nice to have that support.
Yeah.
But I gave myself permission to eat whatever I wanted these last couple of weeks, just dealing with the second anniversary of my brother's transition and just life happening. I love comfort food. Food is comforting.
I love.
So it is.
Won't he do it?
It won't he do it? That's exactly right. Won't she do it?
Won't he do it?
But yes, you've been doing great despite all of the temptations. That's mastery.
Yeah, it's practice.
Absolutely, it really is. When you fast and decide to cleanse, it's not about the food; it's the mental.
Yes, the discipline,
strength, and the discipline.
It definitely is the discipline.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your why.
And your why. Yes. Your why.
So Friday marked the 4 weeks.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. So I lost about 10 pounds.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yes.
But more importantly, I like how I feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you've inspired me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to join you.
Oh, yeah. You said yeah.
Yeah.
But you take your time.
Yeah. That's what this evolution thing is all about.
Evolution, evolving, ebbing and flowing.
Ebbing and flowing. Being and becoming. What's your why?
My why is I wanted to feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted to feel better. And I just kept having that download. Yeah. You need to cleanse.
Yeah.
You need to cleanse.
Take care of your instrument.
Yeah. Take care of your body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was getting those messages and I was dreading it. I was resisting it.
Yeah.
For many months.
Yeah.
I'd just be like,
That's when you know.
I'm gonna eat this chicken wing.
You know.
Wait, hold on. All right, God. Just let me eat one more lamb chop.
One last meal.
One last meal. Y'all know how it goes. You'd be like, next month.
Yeah, right.
I'll be at it.
Right.
Man, because that, when you eat like that, it gets addicting. Mm-hmm. But I've noticed that doing this, because I'm eating I'm eating lots of fruits and vegetables and pretty much fruits and vegetables. I will do quinoa occasionally, couscous. Yeah, more like we had couscous mainly. I'll do sweet potatoes, baked potatoes, cut up, French fries.
Yeah,
that's my, that's the extent of how high it gets as far as the other foods. When I have my French fries, that's my
that's your cheat.
That's my cheat kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Sean. What's up?
Hey. What's goody?
How's it going?
We're just running the gamut of this cleansing, fasting, journey that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, it's so good. So, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, doll. So, 30 days in.
Keep going.
32 days in now.
Go. 32 days.
But I'm waiting for my teas to come in so that I can do the cellular cleanse part.
Yeah, and that'll come right in time because, then I'll be doing it too.
Yeah. Boom. So we'll be on it. Right. Yeah. But what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about? Life. Okay, no. Really. The real reason for all conflict in relationships. How did this come up?
We were having a conversation with a couple last night.
Yes. So we were at a friend's gathering. Yesterday, an end of the summer soiree.
Yeah. Luau soiree.
Luau, yeah, the theme was really, really cute. Hawaiian luau theme. Our really good friend, Drina, she is an amazing event planner, party planner. And so she threw this amazing get together and we were talking with our friends and we had a conversation with a couple. And they mentioned something that many couples tend to identify as their main issue in their relationship, right? And so they went right to communication, right? Yeah. They were like, yeah, we just have to, learn how to communicate better. And so I tend to speak out on some very unpopular. It's a powerful opinion, but it doesn't align with the mainstream. I think we can both say that, right, about ourselves and the things that we speak on. Yeah. And I was like, that's actually not the main reason or main issue. The reason for conflict in relationships.
Break it down. Baby got in therapy mode. Hello.
Communication is more of it's the output, right? It's the behavior that we see on the surface, right? And so to some degree, yes, but what really is at the root of all conflict is fear. Fear. All conflict.
How so? Break it down.
How so? Yeah. I mean, because when we are consumed by fear, what do we do? We try to do the best to protect ourselves, right? So that we can, survive, right? So the ego can survive. And so it's fear that brings about issues in communication and finances and even sex and just making decisions about goals and things like that. Like, so much of it is wrapped into this fear of losing control, fear of rejection, fear of judgment, fear of being heard, and ultimately the fear of death, the fear of no longer existing.
Now that's deep. That's deep.
That's really what it comes down to.
And people are like, what?
Yeah.
But it resonates when you hear it, right? Because, well, we can get a little bit more specific, right? So, I don't remember what. So we say that the conflict is the communication, not being able to communicate, right? But what we have to ask ourselves is, am I communicating what? Am I communicating what's underneath the surface thing that I'm talking about?
Right.
Which a lot of us don't do. We communicate the surface thing. Yeah. But not really what's underneath the surface thing, because that's scary.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that leaves you vulnerable. And that means when you are vulnerable, at least from our human perspective, then we can be hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if I tell you what I'm really afraid of by you know, like by what you're doing, what I'm perceiving that you're doing,
right? What
is now threatening my security,
exactly,
right?
Yeah,
and because
my existence,
yeah. So now I'm gonna tell you that it's about the doing of what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's really not about the doing thing.
That's the surface.
That's the surface.
Yeah.
It's really more about how it is invoking a feeling of me, in me.
Yeah.
That is fear.
Yeah.
Fear-based.
Fear-based.
That makes me scared. I don't like it. Don't want to feel like this. So I need you to stop doing that thing.
Yeah.
So that I can feel better.
So I can feel safe.
You know what I'm saying? So that I can feel safe. So can we give an example of how that happens? Because it happens all the time, right?
It does.
I was trying to think of what the couple was even what the communication thing was.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't remember that, but I mean, we could definitely offer an example.
Yeah.
Just before we got on today, right? In terms of like the conflict that came up, right? You had something in mind. You wanted to start on time. Baby's better with time than I am. Whatever time is, anyway, whatever that is. But nonetheless, so baby had
an idea. To start on Earth time.
She wanted to start on Earth time, right? And I tend to not be on Earth time. I what do you call me? Optimist time. Right? So
that's her transformer name.
That's my transformer name, right? It's my superhero name. So, you know, baby had one thing in mind. I did not know what baby had in mind. And so there was didn't know what baby had in mind. And so when baby expressed herself, I immediately, this is what happens, right? We mirror neurons, right? We first thing that we interpret are we interpret body language, right? That's what we pay attention to, that gives us the information of, am I safe here? Right? And that could be anything from the way your forehead scrunches up, your eyes, the way your lips are placed, right? Those, exactly, right? Yeah. Right?
And I have I've been told, I have very strong facial features that display a lot of the feeling, which can be a little,
yeah.
What is it? Little.
It can convey certain things. However, the interpretation is always up to you. It's always up to me, right? Because, our perspective creates our reality. However, what is also real is that nonverbals communicate things.
Indeed.
So I immediately got upset because what we got to the root of, and we'll get to that, because I didn't know what baby wanted to do, right? And the way that it appeared, she looked at me, was as if I was supposed to know. And so what that how I interpreted that as judgment. Mm-hmm. So here we are talking about what time we should be starting the show. That's what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. But what was really underneath that was the fear that the person that I love was judging me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? I know. I love you too. Right?
Yes.
So we spent a good amount of time talking about starting this show. Whole time is passing by, right? We late at this point. But not only are we late, but it's not even what we were really arguing about.
Mm-hmm. Right. Underneath, it's the fear.
It's the fear
of being judged
by
someone you love.
Someone
you don't
love.
want that.
We don't. You love. Yeah. So that's it. Surface. I'm not on time. You tend to be more on time. What was underneath that was the fear that someone that I love was judging me. Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. And so we were able to work through that. Mm-hmm. Because we know what it is, and we tend to, where we are now, we spend more time in the space of observing and responding to our thoughts and feelings instead of reacting. But we still do that.
Yeah, it's a practice.
Which is the reason why we had the conflict we had this morning. You know what I mean? Just a minute ago. But yes, it's a practice. It's a practice.
And that's the thing too, because I think that sometimes we think, or at least I thought at one point that once you learned something and you did it once, that you got it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it could come from athletic background. You know what I'm saying? Because once when you playing sports, they teach you one time, two times, you do it. You know what I'm saying? And you got it. It's over. Now you can, get better and do more fancy things once you get the basics. But it's kind of like you teach me that, I do it, I execute, and then that's it. What's the next thing? But really, in this thing called life, on this planet called Earth, in this body called human, you know what I'm saying? That's not the case. It's not the case. Everything I feel like that we are spiritually evolving into is a practice. Yeah. That's why that's why healing is not linear. It doesn't go in a straight line, right? We have our ups and downs, in our healing journey. And it's a practice because we're constantly evolving and constantly growing. And because of that, those lessons that we learn keep coming back up.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like testing our next level of evolution. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So
preparing.
Yes. Yeah. Preparing, yes. For the greater good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for the greater good of mankind.
Yeah.
Oh, and for our own lineage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because what the work that you do now doesn't just affect you. It affects your ancestors, your current lineage.
Yeah, and the future.
And the future, because it's all embedded in our DNA.
Yes. Yes. That's that fourth dimensional living.
Right? And it's a practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a practice.
It is. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing because it's all part of the becoming. It's all a part of the becoming and a part of consciousness realizing itself. Us realizing, seeing ourselves, right? The truth about who we are, but also consciousness becoming free from the beliefs that we have, the traumas we've experienced, right?
The
programs, all of the things that have weighed us down energetically.
Yeah.
That makes its way up by way of our experiences or by way of the creating of our experiences, so we can then live out those experiences to release that energy so that we can grow and become and evolve. Yeah. It's just so beautifully designed.
It is, man. It is. It's beautiful and it's a disaster all at
the
once.
Same time.
It is.
It really is.
Oh man, the evolution, man.
Yeah.
Because it's not always pretty.
No.
You know?
At all.
And
birth,
it's not.
Yeah. I mean, birth isn't pretty.
Exactly.
If you
birth.
Right.
The birthing process.
The birthing process.
It's pretty, but then it's also nasty, pretty disgusting.
Well, I mean, but it's a beautiful disaster.
It's a beautiful disaster. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful disaster. That's how we could describe this whole evolution process. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, because the birthing, when a woman is pregnant, it's beautiful. And then when she's delivering,
oh,
like it's beauty in that, but it's also like, whoa, damn,
the pain, the
tearing, the blood, and
yeah.
That's a lot.
It is
a beautiful disaster.
It's a lot.
It's like, damn, man, we gotta do all of that.
Yeah,
but that doesn't just happen with, and that's not just with the birthing of another human,
right.
But it's the birthing of ideas.
Yeah, the birthing of ideas, the birthing of our greater selves,
the
birthing of consciousness,
of our creations. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful disaster. Like seriously, like when you think about when you have an idea, and you take it from the spirit realm, and now it's in your mind and you're thinking about it. This is what you want to now put into the physical, right? It doesn't just come spitting out and then boom, now you have this new thing that you created, and it's golden.
Yeah,
you know,
you're always Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course,
like just like for example, like when I had the idea to have a band, you know what I'm saying?
A lovely band,
right? But it's been a beautiful disaster. You know what I'm saying? The process, the journey of it, because there's been many ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? It's been, just the whole birthing of the concept and creating the music, and no, that doesn't work. We did that. Oh, that's horrible. Never do that again. Then we got something that we like. Oh, this is great. Let's go on this journey. Then you got members leaving, new members coming in. Like it ebbs and it flows, and it, but it always goes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. And Same thing in relationships.
And same thing when it comes to fear.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Break it down.
It's a beautiful disaster.
It's a beautiful disaster.
Right. Because what fear, if we think about, everything comes from nothing. Right? Right.
It was once nothing.
And everything came and continues to come from that nothingness, right? From that nothingness, right? So in all things then, in the becoming of all things, there's opportunity for more to become.
Always.
It's
ongoing, everlasting.
Whoa. Right?
Yeah.
And fear's no different.
Yeah.
Fear, shame, guilt, is no different. Every consciousness, every emotion, every experience is the ground, or they give us ground for more to become.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's never ending.
It's never ending. So in the face of fear, you have the opportunity to connect with self, with your higher self, to be courageous, right? To observe, to choose to be loved over being right, to choose to be loved over being right, right? To trust self. There's so much potential.
And to be aware, and to even be aware. Yeah. Because there's a point in time where you're not necessarily even aware that is what is happening. Because sometimes, just like, you know, we all kind of been sold the American dream, you know what I'm saying? And then you wake up and you're like, wait a minute. Yeah. That's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Hold on there. Doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you get silly. So like, you know, when we got something going that we perceive as good, and then something stops it, and we think, well, damn, it's the end. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, well, why is this always happening to me? Right? So then a lot of us quit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we don't keep going because we thought that as long as we kept at our thing and it was going good, that everything was good. And we think that if something stops it or intervenes or causes this major disruption in that thing that we are in our baby, that you just throw the baby away because oh, maybe I wasn't built for this, or this is not working out for me, right? Same thing with relationships, right? Yeah. We get into these relationships, everything's going good, and then soon, boom, you got some blockage there, right? And you're like, this not working. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like this not working. And then you might not throw the relationship away, but a lot of people throw away the intention. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or the excitement that they once had about it. And then they start to divert their attention elsewhere.
Oh, right? Man. They throw away the opportunity.
Throw away the opportunity to expand. To grow. Because that's all those blockages are for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's what all blockages are.
All blockages.
They're not even blockages.
Right. We perceive them as blockages. Right. They're opportunities.
Yeah.
They're opportunities
and that's
of growth.
The paradoxical nature of language, because like, language is beautiful, right?
It's a beautiful disaster.
It's a beautiful disaster.
Really.
It's a beautiful disaster. And it also, like, so it's beautiful because it allows us to express ourselves, to communicate, to create great things, right? To be loved, to all of those things. However, the associations that we make with words, as you know, on the other end of that, like some of the associations we make and the energy those associations carry really shape our experiences.
Yes,
right?
Completely.
It's the difference between seeing something that is a perceived obstacle, right, as an opportunity.
It's an opportunity. Like just the rephrasing. Just the rephrasing of words helps to reframe your perspective, because if you stop saying that it's an obstacle, or if you stop, even if you're not using the obstacle, if you stop saying whatever you're calling it, a blockage,
conflict. Let's go with conflict.
Right?
Yeah.
And you look at it now as an opportunity for growth.
For your expansion.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Now you're like, oh, okay. It's a game.
Yeah.
And I want to win.
Yeah, you broaden your perspective.
We want to win, right? Yeah. So like even dang, I just had that thought too. It'll come back to me.
Sure.
It was a reframe on something, I forget. But
yeah.
But just the reframing of certain phrases and how we look at certain situations.
For sure. Even the reframing of conflict in relationships as being something that is beneficial.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the opportunity it provides. You know, whether that's to get clear on what we want and what we don't want, right? To have an opportunity to be loved in a moment where the ego wants to hate, right? It gives us an opportunity to get into a place of developing mastery.
Over
ourselves. Absolutely. You know, and maybe of ourselves, not even over, because I am that I am. So of ourselves, right? And so it's all good.
It's all good.
It's all God.
It's all God, right? Right?
It's all good. It's all God.
Yeah, totally.
Now that's a perspective that changes like the way that you see yourself, others, and this world that we created and continue to create. And yeah, did it come back to you?
Yes.
Yeah, of course it did.
Yes.
Of course it did.
So the rephrasing of why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
To why is this happening for me? Right? Why is this happening for me?
Yeah. What is this conflict? What
is this about? Yeah. Because it's all a reflection. And what is the reflection for?
What do I need to see?
Hello.
What do I need to see?
For? Yeah. What do I need to see?
What do I need to learn?
What do I need to learn? And how do I need to grow?
Yeah.
You know, so like in conflict in your relationships, that is a good thing to ask yourself before you speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And before you before, like, you know, once you're triggered, to ask yourself that, what is this triggering teaching me? You know what I'm saying? Like, because it can't be that just because you were triggered that it's the other person's fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's more of an opportunity for both of you to grow.
Yeah.
For you to express what that is and what's the fear underneath it. Because under every trigger, there is a fear. Right? And it's not the other person's job to just stop triggering you. Yeah. That's impossible.
Yeah, you want to be thankful for that.
Yeah, you want to be thankful because that's an opportunity to grow. Because, but what we do is we blame,
project,
and we try to stop all the triggers.
Yeah.
But like, that's impossible.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're how many billion years old?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're whatever billion years old, and I'm talking about because we've been. There was never a time we did not exist, right? Get into some spiritual level stuff, right?
Yeah.
If we've always been, and we're always expanding and growing and evolving, then you can't just be still.
No, nothing still.
And not grow.
Right.
Like, it's impossible.
It's impossible. So
you know what I'm
you
saying?
gonna go with the growth, or but yes,
right, right. You gonna go with the growth, or what you gonna do,
or you just gonna go. I mean, I don't mean that, but you can't. The point is, you can't stop that evolutionary process.
You can,
yeah.
But to your point that you're just gonna go. Yeah, a lot of people do just go. They just run away.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They think that it's the other person.
Yeah.
And so they leave without doing the work.
Yeah, running from yourself.
You're running from yourself, and then you come right back into another relationship.
To yourself again.
And guess what you find, baby? It's you again.
It's you again.
In a different form.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same conflict.
Yeah.
Because we never dealt with it.
Yeah. You
didn't grow.
Yeah.
And so
it's so good. It's so good.
It's like, here we go again.
Or you go. Here we go again.
It might be in a different form. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They like they say same shit, different toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. You know, as you were talking, like I thought about this question because, like, yes, like what is this situation? What am I supposed to learn from this situation, right? But knowing what we know about how we're creating our existence, right, by the choices that we make, and that's always been the case from 14 billion years ago. The decision that we made to come out of the formless into the form, like all of this choices, right? All of these choices that consciousness has made to continue to realize itself as God, right? As consciousness. And so this question, like, what am I trying to teach myself here?
Hello? What am I trying to teach myself here? That's a whole nother level right there. Baby took it there.
Whoa! What am I trying to teach myself here?
Yeah.
What do I want to learn here? Right? Like, that takes blame completely out of the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when we know this truth that we create our reality, that means all things, conflict included. Right? You've orchestrated to give yourself an opportunity to become greater.
Yeah. And it takes me right back to, you know, the story of the caterpillar, you know, and the butterfly. And I love that that story because it's life, you know, because in order for the caterpillar to transform into the butterfly, right? That caterpillar is in that cocoon, cocooning. You know what I'm saying? And what is the cocoon like? It's dark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's murky.
Yeah.
It's like it's could be silent and still at moments.
Yeah.
It could be scary. Imagine what that's like as a caterpillar for the first time when it's transforming. You know, it's been this caterpillar all this time, crawling around, eating leaves, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden you start to feel sluggish and slow. And the seasons are changing. And you don't have all the plants aren't there anymore. And you're like, what is going on? You feel like everything is dying around you. Right? And then you start to feel like you're dying. You know what I'm saying? Because you're slowing down. You don't have food to eat. Your energy is changing. And now it's getting darker, right? When it was light all the time. Now there's more dark. Then you crawl into your cave. You know what I'm saying? And you may sit and wallow. And you may think it's the end. It's the end. It's over. It was glorious. And now it's gone.
Right.
And you're like, this is it. And you're in that cocoon. And you're like going down. You're thinking this is over. And then boom, now you get this initiation to wake up. Get out of that cocoon. So that caterpillar starts crawling, trying to move on out of the cocoon.
And realize,
and the cocoon is like holding on purpose with intention. It's holding that new formation because it's no longer a caterpillar. Right. But it's literally suctioning the fluid from the new life, which is going to be a butterfly. But that new entity now has to squeeze its way out of the cocoon. And it's struggling. It's trying to get out. You ever seen that process before? Of that butterfly trying to get out of that cocoon when it once was a caterpillar? It has to squeeze its way out. And if someone were to come and say, oh, you poor little butterfly, let me help you. If someone were to stop that natural process of the struggle and pull the butterfly out, what happens? The butterfly can't fly. You know why? Because it needed to go through that process of squeezing itself out of the cocoon, because the cocoon is suctioning the liquid and the fluid that's on its wings so that now when it comes out, they're dry and it can fly. It needed to go through that struggle. You know what I'm saying? So it needed to go through that whole thing. It needed to go through the life of a caterpillar. It needed to go through the death of the caterpillar.
In order for the transformation to take place.
And then guess what? The butterfly doesn't just stay a butterfly forever. The butterfly has its seasons too. And then the butterfly is gonna go away. You know what I'm saying?
It's so oh my God, you know, the way that life communicates to itself, from itself, as itself at all times. It's
like, big.
No, you know what I mean? Because we think about...
That's too much. I don't know if you guys are enjoying this as much as we are, but this is how we be in the house all the time.
But if you think about it, because everything around us tells us, genius leaves clues, right? We hear that success leaves clues. Everything around us tells us that this is the process, from the trees to the plants to the caterpillar,
from the
to
seasons,
the fruit, from the seasons. I mean, everything. And yet we think that we're supposed to be the exception to universal law.
And we think that shit ain't supposed to change.
That is so interesting.
And we're so fearful of that change.
Of the natural process of life. And it's because we don't really know that we are all things. And all things are within. And we are the universe, right? So it's that not knowing, that separation, that perception of separation that really limits our perspective and ability to realize in all things that we are all things.
That we are.
That we are everything.
We are everything and nothing.
And nothing all at once. And that's the glorious opportunity that conflict provides.
Exactly. Because
I am you, you are me. We are one.
Right. We are one. And if it was always, joy, then could you really appreciate joy? You don't really appreciate joy until you experience pain. Yeah. Right? Because while you're going through the pain, you're like, damn, I remember when I was happy. Yeah. I can't wait to get back to that. Right? Yeah. And then when the pain is over, because the pain will be over. Yeah. It doesn't last forever. Huh. And now you're happy and you're like, oh man, I remember when I was going through that. Yeah, I'm so happy that I learned what this I needed to and blah, blah, blah. Right. And you appreciate.
You do.
That joy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we got to learn to start appreciating the pain as well.
The unfolding.
Yeah,
the becoming.
Because that's what's going to make you better.
And that is life.
And that is life.
That is life informed. That is life manifested through you. Manifesting through you. You are life.
Yeah. And everything you do.
Yeah.
In your, you know what I'm saying? In your relationships, with your partner, that is a mirror. With your job, your boss,
all of it, all of it.
If you're the boss, your employees, you know what I'm saying? Like all of these interconnected connections, are just all reflections, mirroring
of you,
of us, and our becoming.
Yeah.
So it's like, if your life is shit right now, okay, why is this happening?
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah. What are you trying to teach yourself?
What am I trying to teach myself? Where do I need to grow? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only reason why it's happening. Yeah. It's not happening. It's not. Some people think it's like bad luck, or like, you know what I'm saying, or I'm just cursed.
It's not
right.
Happenstance.
It's not happenstance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's not happening for no reason.
Yeah.
There is a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the conflict in your relationships. Yeah. What keeps coming up for both of you? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the fear that's underneath that?
Yeah.
And then how can you shift it to love? Right? How do you shift it to love?
By surrendering.
Knowing who you are, knowing that you are love.
Yeah. And the way to that knowing is through the surrender. Yeah. I mean, because you can't know a thing until you become that thing.
Exactly. So that's why you gotta grow through that conflict.
Because
you won't know.
you won't know.
No. You can read about it all day. It's different when you experience it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what that conflict demonstrates, is that you are not acting in alignment with your true nature, right? Which is love, right? And not to negate the role conflict has, because it's necessary for the birthing of all things. Yeah. But what it's leading us to is the realization that we are love, right? That not only that we are love, but we are God, and we are one in that knowing, in that love.
And we chose to experience this.
Yeah.
Yeah. We chose to experience these experiences because we needed to expand and grow and evolve.
Right.
Right.
And create.
Because that's what we were born.
Yeah.
We're born creators.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why we decided to be informed.
Yeah. To pick, choose this body, this gender.
Yeah.
This
experience,
avatar.
This avatar, right? This moment in time.
This planet.
Yeah.
This family.
Yeah.
These, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or this moment.
This moment.
Yeah. Not this moment in time, but this moment.
This moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then choosing love, right? Choosing the love part, right, is a solution. But once again, like, there is no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. Because, like, if you need to experience those things over and over again, guess what? You have eternity.
You have eternity to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
It's up to you.
So, what you want to do?
What you want to do? What choice will you make?
You want to be right? Or do you want to be loved?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And, but like, going back to like conflict in relationships, like once you identify and you kind of like stop yourself and you identify, okay, why is this happening for me? What is this trigger about? What's the fear? Because it's always fear.
It's always fear.
What's the fear?
Always fear
of this trigger, right? And then ask yourself, is that true? You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that thing is that you're saying is, or whoever is to blame, is that true?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or is this the ego trying to protect me so that I can survive?
Yeah. Right.
And is it true that you need to survive? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you in a predicament where you're gonna die?
Well, and
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just breaking it down like that. Like,
seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, because the even in the question, are you gonna die? Right? You don't have to survive when you know you're eternal.
Exactly. Right. You
like, it's just, because life doesn't have to survive. Life lives.
That's what we want to do, is live.
Right? Yeah.
We want to live.
Right.
Like we're out of that that phase, that the age of Pisces, right? Where survival was necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the human race.
Yeah.
And now we're in the age of Aquarius. We're in the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
But what did Matthias say?
Yeah, we're in the fourth dimension, but our evolutionarily, our minds have not caught up to that reality.
Our brains, some of our brains have not caught up to that reality. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, of course, it's going to be messy.
Yeah.
We're babies in this.
Yeah. And we're seeing it. We're seeing the messiness of it. We're also seeing the beauty of it.
Yeah.
All. Yeah. We're seeing the beautiful disaster.
The beautiful disaster.
We're observing it, and we are it. We are it. We're the observer and the observed. We all are.
We all are, right? Yeah. So give ourselves some grace.
Yes. Give everyone some grace. Yes.
Give everyone some grace.
Absolutely.
Not just yourself.
Well, when you give everyone grace, you're giving yourself grace.
Exactly, right? Give some grace, man. Because we're all just human right now.
Yeah.
And trying to figure it out.
Trying to figure it out.
And trying to grow. Everybody's trying to figure it out.
Yeah. We're all doing the best we can.
Yeah,
and everything's all right.
Everything's all right. Choose love.
Choose to be loved.
That's why it's called LoveHers.
To be right.
808. It's infinite. 8.
There you go with that finger. This has been amazing.
It has. It
really
has.
It's always great to connect with you all. And yeah. What's our number? We want people to shoot us a DM.
Yeah, shoot us a DM.
If you'd like any support with the concepts that we discuss on Love Hers. We are really committed to sharing our knowledge and experience with our community so we can live in love, live in light.
And sharing our practice.
In our practice,
yeah,
right?
Because we're practicing.
And we are. We rehearsing every day, you know, and really just living in the truth that all is well. All is well.
All is well.
Yeah. I love you.
Well, that's our time.
That is our time. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for joining us.
We're going to be on time next time.
See y'all next Sunday.
Commitment.
That's our commitment. Y'all heard it loud and clear. I'm going to rewind this.
Peace.
Peace, and we out.
I don't want to come down. I don't want to come. I don't want to come down.
Just chill till the next episode.